Hello and welcome to CGS News. It's 11:15. I'm India Grant. Only 30% of officers in the South Wales Police Force are women. The force employs around 2,000 male officers compared to 900 female officers. This information has been released after a Freedom of Information request. South Wales Police say they are trying to improve these numbers. Time for a look at the weather. There'll be some short dry spells in the morning, but heavy rain will set in during the afternoon, worsening as the day goes on. The top temperature will be 10 degrees Celsius. It will be cloudy and overcast throughout the day. That's all for now. We'll be back at 1 with an update of all your latest news. You can also follow us on Twitter. We're at BroadcastCGS. You can also find all our news on our website. It's joemec.co.uk/CGS News. From all of us at CGS News, thank you and goodbye. In Barry Island, seagulls are a familiar sight, but in the summer months their numbers rise, and for many people this is a problem. Seagulls are a protected species, and this means the amount of birds cannot be reduced by culling. But one local cafe owner says he thinks culling seagulls is the only option.
It's come to a point now that there's so many of them and it becomes such a pest and they're even a threat. See little children with a bag of chips, they will just come down and attack the chips, and the kids throw the chips away, and then it's like a frenzy of seagulls will come down. I think there is a major culling needed, even though they are protected.
Seagulls are not just an issue here in Barry. With mating pairs set to double to nearly 5,000 in Cardiff, people are worried that this could cause an issue with noise, pollution and even attacks.
When there's plenty of food about, if you're not careful, it'll take out their hands. It's happened to my daughter in the past.
I suppose in the middle of the summer it's a nuisance with people who are not used to them, especially when there's food around.
I work for a school and we tend to bring big groups of children down to the beach, and they're a menace on those days in the summer.
As culling the seagulls isn't allowed, MPs are debating what can be done. India Grant, CGS News. Electrifying the line will mean journey times between Cardiff and London will be cut to 1 hour and 45 minutes. But now the Public Accounts Committee, that's the committee that keeps an eye on major government spending, says that the project may be delayed because of poor management by Network Rail, who are in charge of the project. The MP for Islwyn, Chris Evans, who's on the committee, said Network Rail should be really embarrassed by this.
So will there be more disruption as the work takes longer?
Unfortunately, yes. Splot Road Bridge, which has been closed since February, now doesn't have a time to reopen. It was meant to reopen in 2018. With plans for the electrification delayed, there'll be no word on when the bridge will finally reopen, and this will mean more delays for Cardiff travellers.
And what's the reaction been?
Well, Mark Khan, who's the head of Network Rail, said the scheme had been agreed long before the scope and scale of the project had fully been realised. The Welsh Government Economy and Infrastructure Secretary Ken Skates said the UK government needs to get a grip on the project quickly. He said the Welsh government will be putting pressure on Westminster to finish the project in time. CGS News have spoken to all 4 Cardiff MPs. They've been contacted for comment, but as of yet they haven't gotten back to us.
Thank you, India.